Okay, here up for auction we have our incredible little mystery machine, Scooby van. This thing has been just a blast to own. I got a 5-year-old little daughter and an 8-year-old boy. We picked this up about 3 years ago, right at the beginning of COVID. And, you know, it kind of was a fun truck to have because it kind of, you know, in a weird and dark time, it was fun to take out because it created a lot of conversations. People, when they really weren't communicating to each other or connect an eye and stay away from each other, they still would come talk to us about this thing, kind of because everybody knows the mystery machine. It's based on a killer van too. This is kind of like, for the van guys, one of the most sought after vans. It's full panel, no windows beyond the front doors. It's a 73. They only ran this grill for a couple years, but it's got that beautiful full chrome grill. It's a short wheelbase, 100-inch wheelbase. It's got the slot mags and everything. Previous owner did pretty much everything you see. We just have kind of just played with it. It comes with a ton of Scooby-Doo stuff, so it's a great conversation piece or take out to some shows. But I think it's been painted like this for about 15 years because we've had it for a little over 3, and then I know he showed it for like 10 years and did a bunch of community stuff with it with kids and stuff like that, and then so it's kind of time to pass it on and do something a little bit differently. So I'll kind of give a walk around. It's got a nice paint job, but it's not like a show quality paint job. And we'll kind of go around here. You know, no cracks in the window or anything like that. The front window has been replaced at some point and the seal was replaced. But you know, all the other seals are original except for the window sweeps. These were replaced. But you do have stuff like this. You know, there was some things I wanted to do to this thing when I first got it. The door jambs aren't painted in the front doors, they are in the back. I was going to have these repainted. I was going to replace all the seals and stuff like that. We probably only put about 1,500 miles on it. A little bit of highway driving, but a lot of just cruising around and doing stuff, picking up kids from school, doing some shows. You know, there's some scratches in the paint here. You know, a little tiny little stress crack in the paint there. You'll see the paint's a little weird around here. Sorry about that, my phone was ringing. Little bit of bubbling on the lower end. The bottom of the door here. 2 little tiny bubble spots here. Some little bubbles right there. Slot makes older tires, but they ride really nice and smooth. Still feel soft, but some of them do have these tiny little cracks on just the outside tires, tire corners. None of the sidewalls have any cracks. A little bit of bubbling here, but like I was saying, when I first got it, was going to do some stuff to it, some changes like paint the door jambs in the front and fix some of the stuff. And my kids kind of, you know, did whatever the kids want to do, and they kind of made a good point. Like, they feel like this is kind of like what the real Scooby van would be. If you ever watched Scooby-Doo, the real mystery machine, Scooby and Shaggy wouldn't have a mint van. They kind of said this is probably what it would be like. You know, probably have you know, the door jambs not painted all the way through, you know, probably have, you know, the seats underneath the covers, you know, are broken down a little bit and would need to be recovered if you wanted a really nice looking seat or just get some different van seats. You got a little bit of bubbling you can see down here. It's just a fun, you know, cheap fun rig that will always get attention. There's a little dirt streak right here, but it'll come right off. So I'll take you around the inside of the driver's side first. You know, it does have some rattles. It's an old commercial van. We'll do a driving video. You can see Scoob riding passenger. It's got some seat covers on it. Might not be your style, or you might dig it. Seat belts work. It's got a cool Scooby umbrella. It's got a travel cooler, Scooby CD. You know, but this stuff's all original. It's a 350. It's a factory 350 truck. Turbo 350 automatic. You know, rides good down the road, but it's got some rattles and little play in the steering box and stuff like that. And so we'll go over more of the mechanicals in the driving video. You see the seat here. Seatbelt works good. It's got the best sunroof. You can't have a 70s van without having a sunroof, but it's actually a T-top sunroof. Doesn't leak. You know, it's rained a little bit, so you might see a couple little raindrops here and there. Got Scooby hanging out there. Kind of all this members. Got bed in the back here. You know, the guy did a really good job of doing the dog bones and kind of went with his imagination and theme. It's carpeted on the inside, but it's got a cozy little bed. All this stuff's been washed. It's got a travel cooler, a bunch of different types of memorabilia. There, you know, there's Scoobies hiding out in there. You know, when we first got it, the cooler was full of Scooby snacks, so it was pretty funny. All the doors lock. Sometimes you got to push in on the back of that there, so probably just need some WD-40 or some roller grease. Back doors. You can see the jam's been done in here. It's got a little travel area you could put stuff in. It's pretty big, but there's some other Scooby stuff in there. But it's actually a pretty big storage area, which is kind of nice. See if the camera. But just a great conversation piece. Oh, my dealer plate fell off here. Put my dealer plate on so we could do the driving video. But here you can see a couple just water drops fell down. And not bubbles in the paint or nothing. I got a box over here, a bunch of Scooby stuff. So alright, this is our killer 73 Chevy G10 panel mystery machine. So good luck, everyone.